Hi, everyone. Welcome to Beauty Bound with your host, Cristal Rubio, with Beauty Pro Bookkeeping and Artsy Cristal, and with my co-host.
Hello, friends. I didn't know where to look for a second. I looked into the wrong camera. Hi, I'm Jackie with Skinfinite. You can find me on Skinfinite San Antonio on Instagram, and then my public account always being Jackie. And we have a very special guest today. We have Claudia with Massage Peace.
Claudia Gray with Massage Peace. Yes, so we're excited to have her here today because she does the lymphatic massage and she does. I mean, tell us a little bit more. I know, I know like because I know the cool like the wood. You do wood therapy as well, correct? Yeah. So I think like those are all awesome, but I know you do more than just that. It's not just the lymphatic drainage, correct?
Right. I do therapeutic massage as well, which is anything from like sports massage to cupping, deep tissue.
You could bring the microphone down a little bit and then towards you.
Down. Okay.
Yeah, and then there you go.
Okay.
Yes.
So, so it's like a range of modalities, anything from deep tissue to a relaxation. And then, of course, the wood therapy, the lymphatic massage, the body contouring.
Oh, so you do the booty sucking?
Yes.
The pumping?
Yes. I call it the booty sucking because it literally sucks your ass cheeks into a fucking cone.
Right.
And then, that's what it does.
How long does that last?
It really lasts like probably maybe like a month to two, depending on the person's skin elasticity and overall their health and lifestyle, like what they're doing. Okay. So almost like getting like a temporary BBL.
Yes.
Because it's just inflaming that area, basically.
I got it done once. I got it done. Yeah, my sister-in-law does it. She's a she's a cosmetologist / massage therapist in California. And so she did that for me the last time that we were out there. I was like, I don't want to do that shit. And then Mom was like, you should do it. Try it. I'm like, fine, I'll try it. And it was, man, my ass looked good.
How did it feel while it was getting sucked? Everybody's like, that's weird.
First, well, right at the beginning, it hurt. But I don't bitch. I'm just like, oh. And then I was like, okay, it'll go away. And then, it's like for the first minute or so, it's like that. And not painful, but like
a tug.
Yeah, like a tug. And you're just like, oh, shit. And then after that, it's just like, okay, it just feels like the suctioning, and it just feels weird. Like somebody's just going to your butt. Yeah.
Yeah. Once it like settles, it feels like if somebody's been slapping you like repeatedly and your butt is just like swollen.
Yes. And then when they're done, like your butt cheeks look super shiny because the cellulite is gone. And then because she did a lot of wood therapy prior to, and then she said with the way that she was doing it over my butt cheeks was to kind of loosen up the fat.
Right.
So that way it could kind of all suck up. Or she said it obviously in right terms, But my terms is she said she loosened up the fat for all that fat to come up to the surface, and then it'll be rounder, and so it looked so smooth and it felt so hard. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's the trauma that was inflicted there. So it has to settle.
Traumatized me.
Yes, she did that in order for you to get that little peachy booty.
Yeah. So that's really cool.
Yeah. I like that. I love the body sculpting, whenever you're getting that definition on somebody's body and just the way they feel afterwards. They always feel like, oh, you beat me up a little bit, but it doesn't hurt. I just feel really refreshed. Like I feel like I have a new body.
That's awesome. And because it's really cool. I think I've gone into, because I've done the body contouring before too, like a few years ago. But when you go into it, you kind of go into it thinking, well, for me, I was a little skeptical, and I was like, how does this shit actually work?
Right.
Like, how is this even, like what, I don't know, you start questioning all these things. And then when I was done, I was like, oh shit, like they snatch you, and obviously the more you go, the better. But I was happy with the results.
Well, good. Yeah. A lot of people are really happy with the results. And like you said, if you build consistency, you get more results. And of course, you want to make sure that you're taking care of it in between the sessions, you know, because you want to get the most value for your buck.
Yeah. How long have you been doing this?
I've been a massage therapist now for over 15 years.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what made you like want to pursue massage therapy? Like, did you start with massage or like the sculpting or the like what led you to this career?
It was basically my best friend was a massage therapist, and she was always telling me, you need to find something else. Like, I see that you're working these jobs and you're not liking it. You're not happy. You're stressed out. Like, come over here, be a massage therapist. She was already a massage therapist like for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And she kept telling me, just go to school. It's going to go by really quick. You're going to get a lot of knowledge. We're going to go on cruise trips, and we're going to be massage therapists on cruise trips. And I was like, bitch, I don't like the water like that.
You're like,
That
that's
sounds like
not
fun. What?
You're like, that's not the way to reel me
Yeah.
in. No.
I was like, that, no, tell me something else.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, you can make your own hours, and you're going to make really good money. You
Yeah.
can get tips. And I was like, okay, so like, I went ahead and I did it. I went into massage school, and I went here locally to Academy for Massage Training.
Yeah.
When it was originally in the San Pedro location.
Okay.
So now they're in the North Park location.
Yeah.
But I went over there, and that's where I started my training, and I loved it. Like, honestly, I always tell everybody, like, the reason why I loved it the most is as soon as I started massaging somebody, like, I kid you not, like, my mind went quiet and I found peace.
No
and that's
way.
where massage peace came, because massaging helps my mind to shut off.
Oh,
I
shit.
love that.
Like, it really, really does. And I love it. And I love the results that my clients feel. And
Yeah.
just that afterwards, everybody always tells me, like, you know, you had magical hands. I felt so good.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is just because my mind is not racing, and I'm
Yeah.
not putting my energy onto the person, onto the table.
Yes.
And I'm letting you leave with just wellness and just a good overall positive feeling.
You know,
I
and-
love that.
Yeah,
And-
and that's so true too. Like about the having peace, because if the massage therapist who is massaging you doesn't have the peace, you feel everything. I had gone into get a massage at a where was it? It was like at a hotel, like a nearby where you go for like spa day or whatever.
Right.
And the person that was massaging me, for some reason, I felt everything she was feeling and everything she was going through. And I was like, what the hell? Like, like I'm an empath already as it is.
Right.
So it was just like so intense because, and I kept on seeing stuff popping in my head from like, you know, that was
right.
for her. And that had never happened because normally when I get a massage, everything, it's peaceful, it's quiet, but it was so chaotic just because I could feel whatever was like on her.
That's so
Yeah.
interesting because I'm like, I think that's why I maybe left my last one.
Yeah.
I kind of told Claudia about this because my husband started seeing Claudia too. And then I stopped seeing her after a while because like, I was like, she was just like hurting me so bad.
Yeah. Wait, Claudia or a different?
No,
You said,
oh, sorry.
you said, I'm like, Claudia?
No, I was telling Claudia about.
I was like, damn.
No, I was telling her about the last therapist.
okay,
I was like,
okay.
I just feel like I'm in pain after.
Yeah. Oh.
And I said like, hey, you're hurting me.
Oh,
She's
shit.
like, I have to use this pressure. I was like,
No, you don't.
No.
No. You know, because there is another massage therapist. Her name's Melody, and so she, you know, she's the one that's the one that's massaged me. And when she massages me, I fall asleep because
Right.
it's she's calm. She's calm and she's just quiet and she's not like. And when I say quiet, it's not because she's, you know, talking or not talking. It's more her brain, her mind is
Right.
quiet.
yeah, she's good.
Yes.
We had her on too.
Yeah.
And I only had one massage from her, and it was postpartum. She was my doula too. And I was like, oh, I felt so good
So
after.
yeah, so I never actually put it like, now that you're saying it, now I'm just like, you're making me go through all the
Yes.
fucking therapists. I'm like, oh shit.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. So obviously before you got coursed into getting into massage therapy.
Yes.
But what did you do before this? And are you married? Do you have kids?
We
We went in straight to the massage part. We didn't ask you about
all the good stuff. Before I went into massage therapy, I was kind of just doing random jobs. I did accounting. I did marketing. I was working at Old Navy.
Yeah.
And also, too, when I finally went into massage therapy, I went and I worked at Massage Heights.
Okay.
So I was working there for about 7 years.
Dang.
And I started off as a massage therapist, and, I just naturally gravitated to wanting to do more.
Yeah.
Just because I saw a lot of the things going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And in regards to how the therapists were treated, and I just wanted to help. So I pursued the management position, and I got it. And I was a retreat director there with Massage Heights for 7 years. So I liked it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it got to show me the behind the scenes of what it would be like if I was to own my own business.
Yeah. That's always really good.
So you pretty much run it like it's your own.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to account to like the owner and all that. But yeah, so I got to see that, and I really liked it. And I knew that if I could do it for somebody else, that I could do it for myself.
Okay.
And then, yes, I am married. I've been married now over 12 years.
Congrats.
Already made package, 2 boys, awesome kids. Why I can't even say kids anymore because they're adults. They're awesome adults.
They'll always be our kids. Yes.
So awesome adults, boys in college. One is getting ready to go into the fire department. So,
that's cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm excited for him.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then we have 2 fur kids. So that's
Oh,
our
for real.
babies.
Yeah. What do you have, dogs or cats?
Cats, dogs.
Dogs. 2 dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't like cats. I'm
All my
allergic to them.
friends, for some reason, hate cats, except for me.
Cats are just so needy.
Yes.
And they're like very, like they have their own personality, and
then
they're
they like to
rude.
get on everything.
They do. And then their hair is everywhere.
Yes. See, or Jackie's like, fuck you guys.
Yes, basically.
But no, it's just, cats is the only reason I would like to have a cat is so I could do all this shit that I see on TikToks and like all the reels.
TikToks?
Yes.
Wait, what reels?
Like when they get scared or when they smell something and they go, like they make the funny face. Yeah. Or like
when they're knocking stuff down.
Yes. Oh my God. But I would not. So when because I had rescued a cat and because she was pregnant. But I'm highly allergic to cats. But I feel bad for her. And after she had her kittens, she would jump on top of our counter, and I fucking cannot stand that. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm like, so I would try to get her down, and she wouldn't, and she would jump again, and I was like, no. So
that annoys me as well, though. Being a cat owner.
She was jumping while she was pregnant?
No, mine was, so that's after she had her kittens.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah.
After, okay.
Yeah, but before she was so, like nice, and she would stay in the room, and then obviously she went into labor in my room. And then
she was like, it's on, bitch.
Yeah. Then I was like, fuck. I think like after.
Oh my gosh. A weight lifted off her shoulders.
Yes.
She was like jumping up everywhere.
Like 2 weeks
like,
after she had her. Yeah. 2 weeks after she had her kittens, I fucking had an asthma attack. And I was like, fuck you, you're out.
Oh my God.
No, yeah. My daughter had to call 911. So.
Wow.
That's how. But even then, like. I just want to do the funny things, and some of the cats are not that funny. It's just the ones that get captured on TikTok. So if I don't have a TikTok cat, then I don't want one. Like, I'm not willing to risk my life for just some random cat.
That?
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Let me go to a shelter and put the foil paper down. If they jump, you're my cat.
Right?
Oh my God.
If I put the cucumber and you get scared, then you're my cat.
Oh my gosh, you're hilarious.
I have dogs too. I have 3 dogs.
Oh.
Yeah, and I love my dogs. But cats, no. See, Jackie always has to bring it back. I always go off topic.
Yes, I'm like, we're going a little too far. So I know your specialty. Like, how did you like niche into what you do? I know you do regular massages, right? But you now do lymphatic massage, and then that's also now you do the post-op lymphatic massage.
And that's a specialty too.
Yes.
It's not something that fucking people could go and say that they do and they're number one in San Antonio or none of that shit.
Right.
It's something that you have to get certified. You have to fucking take classes. You have to
have experience.
It's not something all of a sudden.
Right.
Oh, guess what, guys? I'm number one.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, and you do see that a lot. People want to put that out there because of course it's all about marketing, and if you're saying you're number one, you want to draw that volume towards you, but you have to back it up, And the reason how I fell into it was I started with oncology massage.
Ooh,
and
I don't even know what that is.
It's a massage for cancer patients.
Wow.
So you do a lot, and you want to make sure that you're not doing it in different, like when they're terminal, you don't do it, but you can help them beforehand and just to kind of give them relief.
Oh, shit.
As long as they're not, doing any chemo or anything like that, then you're good.
If they're doing chemo and all that, I'm guessing like also their skin is more sensitive, correct?
Correct. Yes, it's
yes.
more sensitive, and also too because massage, even with just doing lymphatic massage, which is gentle pumping, you still are increasing the circulation and you're increasing that blood flow. And of course, you're increasing the cells and everything, moving everything forward. Okay. So, of course, you don't want to accelerate anything.
Yeah. Oh, man. So for all these, the different, I guess, specialties that come with lymphatic massage, is it like certifications that you have to get? Through the state?
You get them through the state if somebody is like a massage instructor and offering that. Or you can also get them through different states as well. You can get your continuing education classes from academies like online, or you can do hands-on, which I prefer is hands-on. Of course, I've taken some courses where it's just like something to get some credential, the class, the credit. To renew your license every 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've
credits.
done, thank you, for the aromatherapy or, how to help with a migraine, things like that. But yes, with lymphatic massage, you do have to take classes to be considered like a master lymphatic therapist. You have to have like over 100 hours.
Oh, wait, you can't just put that on behind your name and
no,
then that's
you
it?
can't.
Oh, fuck.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I've seen a few people. One in particular,
Yeah, and unfortunately it does happen. And that's what's kind of just troublesome, in the industry. And that's how things get worded wrong and how people get this idea that it's this way when it's really that way. So, definitely if you want to call yourself a master, you really have to put in those hours. And you have to have overall, it's not just about the education, it's overall the hands-on experience. You have to be in the field,
Yeah. See, and I think like a lot of people, and even this is for like not just our beauty professionals, but for as a consumer, I think y'all need to fucking watch out who you're going to. For real. Like, and some people don't even question it.
Right.
They see the following, or they see what they're posting, or their cute pink ribbon cutting, or all of that shit. And in reality, like, they don't have that experience. Like,
right.
Do they really have those 100 hours? Like, do your research, And people don't do that shit sometimes.
A lot of people don't. I mean, a lot of people, and it's great if you get like word of mouth.
Yeah,
but sometimes
that's fine.
I'm just like, still, it's like,
And
are they being coerced to say this?
Exactly. No, but and that's so it's cool if you're getting referred, if you know your shit and if you have all the credentials. But imagine like I'm just like you're a really good friend and I know you don't have the training, but oh yeah, she's the fucking best. When in reality, you've never even done lymphatic drainage.
Right.
And
people ask me, oh, do you do like massages during your treatments? I'm like, well, in our state, it's like out of scope to do like certain places. Like I literally can't.
Because the only way, like,
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm doing either.
The only kind of massage you're allowed to do is like on the face, and not even. It's not even.
That's it.
Yeah, and it's not even like a massage where you're. I don't know, where you're going deep into like the muscle or anything around. Like you just do your simple massage.
Right.
I know for like even cosmetologists, we got taught to do obviously the hand massage, feet massage for pedicure, because as a cosmetologist, you learn hair, nails, and skin. So we got taught as you're shampooing with the pressure points, which honestly I don't remember.
Okay.
But you get taught how to do the any pressure points on the hands, and then for the face, for when you're doing a facial, the feet for when you're doing pedicures, and then for when you're doing the manicures, is not just the hand, but you could go all the way up to the elbow, and then they teach you the different circular motions to do. But that's as far as it goes. Like, you're not allowed to go to the shoulders or,
Was this California?
Yeah.
In Tennessee, at Aveda at least, oh my God. We did scalp massage.
Yeah.
Shoulders. We did full arms, and we did foot massages.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to eat my donut.
That was in our 90-minute facials. I'm just like, dude, I'm like doing a full, I know, right? Like, I have to massage this whole person's body. Like, and I'm a freaking student in aesthetic school.
You're like, what? But it's true, because you have to relax them. And
they have this Ayurvedic, like, this weird ass thing where you have to like move their body and then like pull their legs, and then I can't even
wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, so I got lost in my donut.
Like, you start the facial with like a pressure point, right? And then you like go down and you like press them, and then you go like with their arms and their belly, and you do some weird thing, and then you like press their body so they're like kind of and then you like pull their legs.
What? All
and
this
then you
on
do
a facial?
Pressure. Girl, yes.
Wow.
That's like the first 30 minutes of the 90 minutes.
What the fuck? I've never gotten that service from you, Jackie.
And now you have to do it for
Now I know.
You'll have to find an Aveda school near you. Because I don't remember. I mean, I remember some of it because it was so ridiculous.
And
please record it if you do it.
Right? And I think we'll probably just fucking do a reel of that. Yeah.
She's like, hold on, let me
Hold on,
push.
yeah.
I'll have to pull up my old like videos and like just.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so does that mean?
In Tennessee, I think you're allowed to do it.
Okay. And that's where I was.
I came here. I looked up the laws. I
You're
said,
not allowed to do that shit.
I was like, I don't need a massage. Thank God. I'm just kidding.
I would not be able to. I don't think I have the patience for it. Or maybe
It's only the buckle massage I want to learn. I want to insert myself into somebody and rub with my little thumbs like.
Oh my gosh, she would love that too much.
No, yes, she was gonna sign up for the class, but that was gonna be her model.
It was like $3,000. I was like, fuck no.
Yeah.
But we thought
$3K.
we were
today.
every time she would talk about it, I was like, I don't even know how I would be serious the moment your fingers went in my mouth. Like, I don't think I could just.
Right?
Do you do buckle massage?
No way.
Yeah. We have to get it done.
I know. Wait, okay. So obviously, what is that good for?
That's good to release all the tension in your jaw and in your mouth and your face, drain out all the lymph fluid. Basically, because we talk a lot
Make it
and
look thinner.
chewing, just help release all the muscle
And how
tension.
long is that massage? Or what is that? I guess. Is that just like one massage, or it goes?
It's all over the face and of course the neck, because you want to draw all that fluid and release all that tension. So that, like on the back of the neck, the side.
That's. I need to book an appointment.
I should add that to my husband's next massage.
And
just not
don't
tell
him.
While he's talking, I'm like, okay, shut up. I'm about to go into your mouth.
What do you think he would do?
Prank him.
What do you think he would do? He deserves that. He doesn't listen anyway.
He'd probably sit there quietly and just like say a prayer.
He's like, Jackie did this to me.
And then he'll come home and he's like, Jackie, Claudia violated me today.
Oh my gosh! When he actually did go get a massage at our last place, and he was like, she asked me to take all my clothes off. And he was like, I thought that was so weird. I said, I mean, that's pretty typical. But
Yeah,
I mean,
normally you take off all your clothes. I mean, do you not?
No, you don't have to. It's
mean-
always like your comfort level. Even some clients I've had who don't take off anything and lay on top of the table.
Yeah.
And you can still massage them through their clothes. I mean, you're not going to get that skin.
Yeah. For me, it's like, especially because obviously you get your butt cheeks massaged, right? So then it's like, I mean, how you can't do it right without, so.
It's a lot of just compression, sepultment.
Yeah. I just get naked. I mean, it's not like I get naked, get under the blankets, and you're not going to see me.
Exactly.
Like,
Only the areas that are going to be worked on are going to be exposed. Everything else, you're covered up.
Yeah.
You're nice in there, and the table warmer's on.
Yes.
Most of the time, clients fall asleep because of the table warmer. And then if you add hot stones, it's like Snorville.
Oh, yeah.
I thought of getting a table warmer.
You should.
Just because.
You know how many times I end up going, like, especially when I go to lay on my stomach and my face is down, and I could feel myself like just falling asleep, and then I could feel myself starting to dream, and then I hear I'm about to start snoring, I'm like, and I wake up, I'm like, oh shit!
Even during the facials, you're like, huh?
Yes, because I panic. I panic that.
I've had people full on snore, and it's
Dude,
fine.
no, see, and me, I'm so like self-conscious about my snoring that I like the moment I fall asleep and I could hear and that wakes me up, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I think I've jumped a few times with you, right? But I'm like, oh shit! Like
everyone's like, I'm so sorry. I'm just like, it's normal. I mean, that's a compliment if we're making you that comfortable to fall asleep.
Yeah. Then that means that you're really relaxed and you really trust the person that's in there with you.
Have you ever had anybody fart on your table?
Yeah.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah, it happens. What? I mean, it's a natural reflex sometimes.
Jackie, how do you think of these questions? Has this happened to you?
No, I have ADD. I want to ask all the weird questions.
Yeah, I've had someone pass gas. They're just so relaxed. Your body relaxes, so all your muscles relax too.
I think that's what I'm afraid of. That's why I'm afraid of fully falling asleep. What if I fart? Like, obviously, it's not like you guys are going to say anything.
We're trained to just continue massaging.
Was it Tyler? Was it? I could see him doing that shit. And
oh my god!
We used to go to movies a lot, and he would just fart in the theater.
No way.
With no shame. I'd be like, babe.
You're like, I'm not with him.
I was.
They're like, oh, these sound effects sound so real.
I was like, oh my god, it's the freaking opening credits. At least.
Oh my god.
Go
ahead.
So, who has been your biggest support system throughout your career and opening the business?
I would say my husband and my younger brother have been my biggest support.
That's awesome.
I told them, and they were just like, do it. Like, what has been stopping you? Like, just go for it. Mm-hmm. I mean, the only thing that you can do is fail, right? Yeah. And you can learn from it.
Right, yeah.
Because how long have you been open, or how long have you been in business?
I've been in business now for, I want to say, 2 years.
2 years?
Mm-hmm.
2 years, wow.
And are you at your own location? Are you in a studio suite?
I am in a studio. I'm inside of Lux Lily Pad Aesthetics. And
cool.
inside there's other small businesses as well.
So, that's cool.
Yeah.
Where were you at before that?
Before that, I was inside another suite. Mm-hmm. So it was right across the way. So
cool.
I was inside another business, renting out,
What happened with that one?
It just didn't work out. I thought everything was going well at that place, and come to find out it wasn't what I thought.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a little discouraging.
Yeah.
When you think everything is fine at a place, you think the person that you're renting with is vibing with you, and there's no ulterior motives or anything like that. And then to come to find out, you make plans together, and then at a drop of a hat, it's like, no, we're not going to do that after all, because this is how I feel, and you have to find somewhere to go.
That is crazy. Because I want to say, you guys were at the same place together, right?
Right.
Yes.
Were you guys there at the same time? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how we met. Yeah.
Okay.
We met at in hell. I'm just kidding.
So did you know any of the craziness prior? Okay, while she was going through all the craziness, did you know about it, or?
I didn't.
Did you only know one side of it, or?
I didn't know as much as I know now.
Yeah.
Because, of course, there's always two sides to every
Of
story,
course.
and then
I think
the
I
truth
literally
is in the middle.
I think I literally just told her like 2 months ago too.
Yeah.
It was
way.
like very recent, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was another story
Yeah.
from what I've heard from other people.
Yeah.
But I mean, you live and you learn.
You do.
Exactly.
I told her, I was like, I'm actually thankful for that experience because it like
I feel like I have something in my eye. Sorry.
it at least made me realize like I shouldn't be pushed around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially from just a fucking landlord.
Yeah.
But I mean, at first,
Did
everything.
the air conditioner ever get fixed?
Yeah, it actually did. But I don't know, like my room is always hot, like forever. I don't even
I
know
wonder
if it
why.
was, like,
No.
and the whole thing, like not having access to it, you know, it was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Like some days it was really hot, you know.
There were lots
So-
of twists and turns.
Yeah. So that was the one thing, and the new place where I'm at, that was the one thing I asked. Do I have control of the air conditioning? She's like, yeah, you do. Why?
And they probably thought it was like such a weird question, right?
Yes, she did.
But you're like, there's a reason I'm
Yes.
asking. Like, sorry,
I
have
was
something in my
told-
eye, and
I was told you guys like needed it to be hot for massage.
no, you don't. You
That was
don't.
another excuse.
No, like you need it at a comfortable level, you know, but you don't need it hot. Like, why would you want to have your therapist sweating
Yeah.
while
and
they're massaging? They're not going to be able to relax and do their job if they're
imagine
sweating.
also like your, oh my God, I have
Your
something.
client is
Your
like
client?
sweaty too.
Yeah, like all their nooks and crannies. Like, imagine like under my underboob set would be horrible in there.
Ew, that sounds.
It
was like,
does.
ew.
Like, oh my gosh, I got like an eyelash or something in my eye.
I know. I was like looking at your eye getting redder and redder. I was like,
I know.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I could feel like, but I can't. There we go. There was an eyelash.
No, I think everybody seems really like nice at first.
Yeah.
And then like
You know,
you can see someone's true colors after like 3 months.
from the moment
She did like right away,
the
but for
moment
some reason
that I
it took me a
saw
while.
her, the moment I walked in, and it was the first time I ever went in there, and I met her, and I was like, ew.
Like you can feel vibes, right?
I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I didn't until you came to the spa.
But she
'Cause
kept
she
on
was
telling me
really
that,
weird.
Oh no, she's really not. I was like, bro, like no.
I truly I don't know. I didn't get weird vibes until you came. Because she had said like really weird things about you, and I was like,
Oh, she did? I didn't even know that. You see, and that's the thing with me too. Like, I'm very much like, I'm there to work, get my work done, and go home and call it a day. You know, I'm not too much about like engaging or whatever, you know, yes, you know, cross marketing. But at the end of the day, I'm there to take care of my clients, pay my rent, and call it a day.
Yeah, and see, because even when that was happening, and when she told me about that whole situation, I was like, wait. And now she's like all buddy. She's like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
I was like, okay, she has talked shit on every single tenant she's
Yeah.
had, so
my
she's
God.
probably
And I remember
saying
telling
the
her, like,
same
what are
about.
you
She's probably
doing?
saying the same about me,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
yeah.
So
I told her many times, like, what are you doing here? Like, before she even renewed her lease the second time,
she told me not to
I
do
was
it.
like,
Yeah,
don't do it. And she was like, but I said, don't fucking do it. Just go somewhere else.
I know that was the biggest mistake. I was like, I don't want to move all my stuff again. I'm
And
like,
I was like, I'll fucking help you move.
I know. I
And
mean,
I did.
You did help
we
me move.
did. Like, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, I think for you, it was a good thing that it kind of
That
happened.
you parted ways. Yeah,
Because first, I don't know, maybe when shit's happening to ourselves, we probably don't notice like that other people are having ill intention against us.
Right.
But the people around you actually see it. But with this person in particular, I think this is how she climbs up a ladder. Like, it's by stepping on those who have more knowledge and then building her own empire, if that's what you want to call it.
Right.
But sometimes it's sad, and it's not that you're wishing bad on people because you're not.
Right. Right.
But I feel like God, karma, whatever you believe in, will come down and take it all, take
Right.
care of it on their own, and it's one of those things that good for both of y'all that left and are able to do this on your own, and that you don't need anybody else to be able to be successful, because you guys know your shit.
Right.
You guys know your shit. You guys have done the things that are supposed to be done, and gotten your certifications and gotten your hours that you need to have. And even though people might copy you, that doesn't matter, because it's not you.
Right.
You know,
right.
so that's always like one takeaway that I think, like, no matter how much they say they know, or that they know more than you, or that they have so many years of experience, at the end of the day, the people that are going to come to you, they're coming to you because of your personality and who you are. And whoever is going to her, they're going to her not because of her personality, because she's fucking fake, but more because of what she puts out on social media. You know, like, and I don't sit here and bullshit, because anything that I say on here, like, I don't give a fuck if people know. Like, if you want to come and argue with me or ask me about it, I'll fucking tell it to your face. Like, you suck.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, and I do see that a lot, you know, and obviously she's always worried about what, you know, her competition is doing, or people that she knows are doing, you know, because you'll see her pop up in stories every once in a while, like on the who's watching your stories.
Who's watching?
Yeah. And it's like, even, you know, she'll figure out a way, even if she's blocked.
Right.
So obviously you're doing something right.
True.
You know?
True.
Yeah. So you're doing something right. But for like moving on to like the things that you do for the lymphatic drainage for surgeries, or for post-op, is that more for like the sorry, my phone.
I just have the questions here.
No.
I'm not texting people.
No, my phone started ringing. That's why I flipped it around.
Okay.
No, but for those, it's more for plastic surgery, like for the tummy tucks and all that. Because I've seen it done a lot in Mexico. That's been around for a while now, where
and I
go
see,
to the recovery homes and then they do that.
Right.
I see your before and after photos too, and they're like remarkable.
Oh, thank you.
Like I was shook, or I have been shook for a while now.
What, you know? Can anything? No, because you could do shit with this, like
right. You can sculpt it. You can reduce the fat. Of course, the thing is, you have to do is make sure you don't. Also, too, you give realistic goals, right, of the body.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of times people like over promise, and you don't want to do that in this field, is over promise, because then you end up with the clients that are like, I just spent all this money and I still look the same from day one.
Yeah, like exactly, because this obviously is not for overnight. This is like from me gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight. And now that I'm losing it again, I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Right, because there's a lot of muscle mass lost in there as well.
Yeah, so now I'm just like, okay, I need to work out. But I also want to like tighten it a little bit, you know, that I know it's not going to be, if I was to do that, it's not going to be like, oh, shit, it's going to be perfect. They're like, I got plastics. Of course not.
Right.
But it'll reduce it a little bit, correct?
Right. It'll reduce it. It'll tone it. And, of course, you doing your part in between the sessions is going to help accelerate it and give you the best results. And that's what you want, you know. And I think that is something that you have to, you know.
Have to schedule an appointment.
You want to talk to you about your clients.
We're gonna go get the
buckled. I do want to do that. Would that help, like, as well with migraines and headaches and stuff? If you do the whole, obviously upper, because I know for I grind my teeth at night a lot, and I wear retainers, and I already broke them from my grinding. You know.
Oh dang.
Yeah, because it's bad.
Yeah. And you probably clench your jaw like whenever you're stressed out.
Yes.
So you're just using that repetitive muscle and putting a lot of wear and tear and build up into it.
Yes.
So there could be a lot of inflammation going on and a lot of just tension being held there. So of course, sometimes too, like because of that inflammation and tension, it tends to draw out our jaw wider than what it is.
Yeah.
So by releasing that and allowing that muscle to relax and recover better, it'll help to bring down that flare up.
Oh, dang. We're going to have to I'm going to have to book an appointment, and we're going to have to record that shit.
Yes.
I swear, I feel like I just have a lot of just like buildup in my chin. I'm just like, I have like a round face, and it's just like just puffy. I need to get depuff.
Yes.
Depuff. Yeah. Depuff. We need everything.
Yes.
Honestly.
And of course we all do, you know, can always do a little bit here and there to help ourselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because, man, I'm a man. Everything. Yes. So for going back to the plastic surgery lymphatic draining, what does that consist of and how is that done? Especially right after surgery when you're still, let's say somebody, gets a tummy tuck. How does that work and how painful is that?
Well, actually, it's not painful. If
Okay.
it's being done correctly, my clients usually just fall asleep during the session because it's nothing where I'm applying heavy duty, aggressive pressure. You don't want to do that because the person already went through so much trauma. So why would you go and put them again through trauma?
Yeah.
Right.
So, of course, it's just a gentle, a firm movement, and you're just pumping. Creating that suction to allow the fluid to move.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what we're doing when we're doing lymphatic massage. We're helping your body to start the natural process of releasing that waste.
Okay.
And
is that done with
just
by
hands? Yes, all
Okay.
hands. You want to make sure for the first 3 months, all you're doing is just hand movements on
man.
the body. And you want to make sure that you're routing that fluid, waste, basically that accumulated while they were under, out of the body. So you want to make sure you're routing it to the right lymph nodes.
Okay. That's crazy because I've seen again like on TikToks or on Reels where they're like they've done it. There's this girl in particular actually. Her name's Mona and she's in Mexico. And when she got her, I think it was lipo if I'm not mistaken, and BBL, she was going and they were doing all this shit with like the wood. And and she was in so much pain as they were doing it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like she literally just got this surgery and they were going like to more on the part where she got the lipo on her sides and like kind of towards the butt. And I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, no, you don't want to do all that. Like I said, because you have to remember behind that, all there is fluid, right? So it's like you're wanting to hit water.
Yeah.
And it's not going to create anything because, water is not going to move with anything, right? It just goes with the flow.
Oh, man.
So if you're beating it up, you're not really doing anything to it.
Oh, yeah. I remember watching that video and I was just like, that looks fucking painful.
And it is,
Yeah. Because I was like, why would you even, like, the skin, obviously, if they do the lipo, in my head, I'm thinking, like, when they do lipo, it's separating the skin from the muscle.
Right.
And it's going in between. So, obviously, as they're squeezing all that, it's injuring and it's going to bruise. At least in my head, that's what I'm thinking because, fuck, like, I wouldn't be able to handle that pain. Like,
yeah, and a lot of times I see stuff like that and people send me things like that. And it's more about to generate the hype, right? Like, this is what we're doing. This is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's really not lymphatic massage,
It's the worst when clients send you like these like unrealistic results or like these crazy like microneedling with peels or something. And I'm just like, why are you sending me this? No, like, I will never do this to you. Like, do you get clients that send you like these crazy?
Yeah, I do get clients who send me a lot of where someone is like pushing the fluid out of the incision and they're like, is this lymphatic massage? Is this what I expect when I come and see you're going to do this? And I'm like, no, I do not push any of the fluid out.
Yeah, and that's why I'm asking because I also thought that's what that was. Like, that's what lymphatic massage is.
No, and it's not. It's more, and that's the thing, there's confusion because lymphatic massage is a massage. We're using our hands to massage the body.
Okay.
Right? And what is being done when they're squeezing, that is more incisional drainage,
Oh,
That just sounds so, it's like.
And it's painful.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about it like you're squeezing
the
the fluid out of a very tiny hole. And what's happening is, too, your muscles are contracting. So they're trying to hold on to that fluid because you're tensing up. So, of course, there's that resistance. And with them pushing even more and you being resistant, you're just causing even more trauma to the area. And you're just causing the body to work even harder, delaying your healing process.
Oh, my God.
And also, too, I mean, you can get infection, you know, because you're rushing out all that waste so quickly.
Yeah.
And a lot of places don't have, like, sterilized facilities. If you're doing it in somebody's house, I've seen it where they just have like a pee pad down and they're there squeezing you.
A pee pad?
Yeah.
Like a puppy.
Yeah, like a puppy pad.
Yeah.
And they're just there squeezing you. You know, and I know people are like, "Oh, it felt so good." Like I see the comments, and some people are like, "Oh, that felt so good. I love that lymphatic massage." And I'm
what the fuck?
and I'm like, "That's not lymphatic massage. Stop using that. It's not lymphatic massage."
Oh my gosh, that sounds like it would be very painful. And now I know when I get my tummy tuck where I'm going.
Yes.
Because how long after that? Yeah. Sorry, Jackie. I didn't mean to.
Oh no. I was like, I got like a question. I was like, so. Yeah, I was going to say, like, how many treatments are needed? How soon after do you go?
Usually you want to make sure once the doctor says, "Hey, you're okay to go home," then you are okay within 72 hours to a week, depending which surgery you had, to start going ahead and get your massages, your lymphatic massages. And you want to make sure that you're going to someone who is not going to be squeezing out any fluid, that they are going to be massaging you and guiding the healing process of your natural body to do what it needs to do in order to help you release out all that waste that was accumulated.
Okay. Oh man.
And I can't ever say like, "Oh, you did a tummy tuck, you're going to get 20, that's all you're going to need," because it's not cookie cutter, right? It's always tailored to other things like the person's health, their background, their age also affects your healing process. And what you're doing in between the sessions is also going to affect how many sessions you're going to have to need.
I'm old as fuck already, so that's going to take forever.
And you have been recommended from some local surgeons too.
Yes, I have. I've been really fortunate to work with local surgeons here in San Antonio and become get on their referral list.
Does your girl have that shit? Sorry. I was talking to the camera.
Yes, because I know Dr. Grunberg too is pretty like popular, and she recommends you, correct?
Yes, I'm on there with her as well. I was fortunate enough.
Do you have that?
To be on there, and a couple of my clients have said, Dr. Grunberg recommended you.
Wow.
They've also said like their staff talks about you, and they recommended you. So that's how I've gotten several clients, is just word of mouth from local surgeons.
That's awesome.
And that's who you should be recommended
so if you're
by.
looking for a master lymphatic drainage person, don't go to Pink Ribbon Cutting. Go to Claudia.
Yes.
She is actually recommended by plastic surgeons.
Yes.
And more than one, not just, one. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to be too rude.
Yeah.
I could say who you are, but
let me see. I mean, okay. So what is one piece of advice you would give to somebody that wants to pursue lymphatic massage?
I would say make sure just to know your stuff, know the anatomy, get the right training. Make sure that whoever you're getting the training from is actually someone accredited and someone who does know what they're talking about. You want to look up credentials. Just get a lot of hands-on before you actually call yourself like a lymphatic therapist and start offering the service. You want to get that hands-on experience.
dang.
And how long? So let's say you would go to massage school, and you would go like work somewhere as a LMT. Like, where would like those extra trainings like come in? Or could you start that like right off the bat?
Yeah, as soon as you get your massage license, you could start getting the credentials in regards to getting into the niche of lymphatic massage.
Oh, okay.
So she was saying earlier that it's like 100 hours, right? Hands-on.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like preliminaries before like that specialty. You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
prereqs.
Prereqs,
Like,
yeah.
No. Yeah, because I think it's even like with any, especially with the beauty industry and with massage therapy, I think the main requirement is that you're licensed.
You're licensed.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once you're licensed, you choose what niche you want to, go like, which I can't even fucking talk.
That makes sense.
But
That makes sense, yeah.
Where do you want to niche down? Like, what's that specialty that you want to go to? And then that's when you start taking whatever courses for that.
Right.
Yeah. So that would, man, people seriously, the more you know, because it's true. Like you don't always know everything, or you think you know that it's something so simple, or that you could just name yourself a lymphatic massage therapist or all of this.
Right.
And in reality, like, it takes a lot more than that shit.
It does.
You know?
And unfortunately, I mean, it's like the Wild West. And I hear this from a lot of surgeons repeatedly. You know, if you watch, you know, Instagram, you could see a lot of surgeons, you know, how there's been deaths, you know, because people go to somebody who's been a gynecologist for years and all of a sudden went to a weekend course and now is doing plastic surgery and does a BBL and the person passes away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it happens too in any field, you
Yeah.
know, people just go for these weekend courses and
they
all of
wanna
a
make all
sudden,
this money.
exactly. And they're like,
my-
oh, we're now offering teeth whitening on top of doing gynecology.
That is so
That's
true.
so funny. But no,
so
like,
true.
do you watch Botched? Any
Yes.
of you guys?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
freaking love Botched. But the stories I hear are insane. It's like, oh, my dentist did my like tummy tuck. It's like, oh,
What the
it's like,
fuck?
what?
Yes, I've
seen the
heard
one-
that.
Yeah, or I've seen the ones where they go to like one I think was Brazil or Colombia, one of the two, and they ended up in this like, I mean, for me, the red flag would have been the moment that I walked into the clinic and it looked dirty or it
Yeah.
looked weird or it looked kind of like
Like
you
too
know,
homey.
yeah, I would have been like, I'm out, you know. But these girls like went
Yeah.
ahead and did this shit.
Because everybody wants to get that Instagram photo that, oh, look at my new body.
Bro, like I want a new body, but fuck, I have to save my money to make sure that I get it from
Yeah.
the right doctor.
And then, you know, when you cut
Right.
corners with anything, is, you know, if you cut corners in spending money like on your
Yeah.
facial, you're not going to get the best
No.
skin, right? So if you
No.
cut money on getting your
Yes.
body done, of
Yeah.
course, you're not going to get those best results. Of course, you know, at the moment, it might look really great, but as
Yeah.
it starts to settle, that's where you start seeing those imperfections and you start seeing your money.
Yeah.
You know, that $50 facial is really $50, you know?
I tell people,
yeah,
if
because
they
imagine your skin.
I tell people that they're like, oh, can you do any lower? First of all, never ask me that question.
Do you go to
Second of all-
Target and ask them if they could give you a
Exactly.
lower price? You don't. You don't
But-
go to Walmart. None of this shit. No.
Right.
But like to my point, I always say, okay, if you want to pay X amount, I recommend going to a school. I always recommend Aveda because I enjoyed my time there. But you're at least getting that discount, but under a
Supervised,
supervision of like a
Right.
professional. So I tell people just go to a school. That's
Yeah,
my
there's
best
certain
advice.
There's things that you don't bargain shop, I think, for. And
Yes.
those are anything that has to do with your skin, your
Surgery.
hair, surgery, or your food.
right.
Like,
Your food.
no, for real. Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
even, let's say there's two people selling tamales, right? And one sells them to you for like $10 a dozen. And then the other one is like $30 a dozen, right? Even though the $30 a dozen is like, fuck, that's expensive. I'm hoping that the reason those are $30 a dozen is because the ingredients are better, because the quality of the food is just going to be a lot better. You know, it just everything
Right.
that has to do, it's going to be in a cleaner environment.
Yes.
And the $10 a dozen, they're probably not going to be, it's probably going to be like a pencil size tamal.
Right.
Like, and then maybe the ingredients are not going to be as good. And, you know,
Right.
there's so many factors that go into shit like this. So that's what I'm saying, including with food, you know?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. And I get it. Like, if you can't even compare this, like, McDonald's to
McDonald's burger
Yeah. Like, you
to
spend.
like J Prime Steakhouse burger.
Yeah. No. And exactly. Like, you can't, you know, I was just talking to my mom about this. You go to McDonald's now and one meal is close to like $10 or more, you know?
Yeah.
And then, but if you want to eat healthy and if you go, let's say you don't want to eat meat and you want to eat more fresh and more like, if you go to a vegan food place, right?
Right.
You're going to spend maybe $20 on a meal.
It's expensive to
But-
eat healthy.
It
But-
is.
But everything is healthy, no fucking chemicals, no hormones, like none of this shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then McDonald's, so you choose cancer or healthy.
Right.
So then, you know, that's where you're, and same thing with like your body and your skin. Okay, so if I want to get a peel for $50, how is my face going to look after? Like, am I going to, is my skin
Right.
going to fall out, you know?
Right.
For a massage, am I going to be all bruised up? Is my, you know, it's true. Like, or
Yeah.
if I have a lymphatic drainage massage after a tummy tuck, is my fucking incision going to be opening?
Right.
Like, is my, if I go get a fucking tummy tuck and wherever the fuck, like, how is am I going to have like flaps?
Right.
over,
like you're paying overall,
Yeah.
like when it comes to services, you're paying for the education, the experience,
Yeah.
the resources,
Yeah.
everything it took for that person to get to where they are in regards to their knowledge
Yeah.
and what they can offer you
Exactly.
is put into that price.
Exactly.
This is what it took me, and this is what my resources took in
Yeah.
order. My time away from my family is what you're paying
Exactly. And that's when people, I think, don't understand sometimes. When we give out our prices, they're just like, fuck. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to tell you.
Exactly. It's like, and like you said, you wouldn't go to Target or Walmart and want to lower the price.
Yeah.
Why would you want them to lower the price? Like, I think that would be a red flag if somebody is in the service industry and you're able to haggle with them to lower their price.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, okay, so you're desperate and you need me to come in.
Yeah.
So if you're going to give it to me at $75, then I know you're going to give it to me at $50.
Exactly.
And in my experience, people, just when I started out, that I allowed to come in at a lower rate are typically like more needy and more like, I don't even know how to say.
They want more extra. They want yes. And if you skip any steps, they're the ones that are going to be complaining about every fucking little thing.
Exactly.
And they're the ones that are going to be like, well, I thought it was supposed to be that. Well, bitch, you're paying $50. What do you want?
Exactly.
You get 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something, I mean, you just like, as you learn, and I think you get over like that failure syndrome, I just have to put food on the table. If somebody's going to give me $60 to come in and get a massage, then I'll go ahead and do it.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, bills got to get paid. Yes. But then you start to sit back and you look back at it and it's like, no, like I really worked my ass off to get this license, to get these credentials, to get to where I am right here, like the supplies, everything, it's the time. So I am worth what I'm telling you.
Exactly.
My price is. Exactly. It's either you can come in and pay it or you're not my client.
Yeah, go find someone else.
Exactly. And that's how you get your people. It's like your people will come and pay for it. And the people that are not meant for you are the ones that are going to try to give you those haggles and talk you down and everything like that, then you're not my client. Because I've had that people now where it's like, well, can you just do 45 minutes? Can you just do 30 minutes lymphatic? And it's like, no, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You're not going to get any benefits if I just do 30 minutes.
Yeah, because there's obviously a time for every service that you do for a reason.
Exactly.
It's like if I was to go to you and be like, okay, I want a hydrofacial, but in 10 minutes.
Right.
Like, how in the fuck do you get a hydrofacial in 10 minutes?
Yeah,
like, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way.
It's like you want me to rush my process in order for you to save money.
No. Yeah.
And it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It's like you wanting to go to work and your boss wants you to do 10 hours of work in an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you do it?
Fuck no. And that's what people don't understand. Like if, when it comes to like cancellations and no-shows and all of that, it's like imagine you showed up to work and then your boss told you, oh, I'm sorry, like
today you're not getting paid.
You're not getting paid today. Like go home.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
It's like you already been there for like 3 hours and they're like, hey, Sue, you're here, but actually you don't need to be here. Yeah. So can you go ahead and go home and, just call it a day?
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
Exactly. Like people wouldn't put up with that. But then it's like us as service providers, how is that any different?
Right.
How is that? But whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
But how long did it take to be able to build up your clientele? Because I know you've been working for yourself for 2 years now. Was it hard at the beginning, or was that something that kind of just came naturally?
It came naturally, and honestly, like you can even see like my Instagram. I don't have a big following, but I think my following is more off the page.
Yeah,
because I have a lot of word of mouth, and that's really how I build up my clientele. Is I just been really grateful and blessed, and I take care of the people that see me.
Yeah,
and that I think that shows, and that's how I get more word of mouth.
Yeah,
is because I care. I really do care. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about that. I want to help somebody feel better. If you're telling me you're coming in with this and that, like, okay, let me just take care of you. And of course, like through the process, I always walk you through it. Okay, this is what I'm going to do because of this.
Yeah.
This is what you're telling me. So this is how I'm going to take care of it for you.
Okay.
and that has really built up my clientele. It's just, I think people just see how much I care about them and that I'm not like disgenuine. I'm not out there, to upsell you. And that's one thing with my prices. I'm not here to upsell you because who wants that, right? You want to come in and you want to relax. This is my price and I'm going to take care of you, right? I'm not going to charge you extra because I'm going to put hot stones on you or I'm going to do cupping or whatever the case. Like whatever is necessary to make you feel better and to get you the relief that you need, I'm going to go ahead and take care of you.
That's awesome.
So I think that has really helped me. And was it hard? I don't think so. I've been, like I said, really fortunate that people who liked me continue to follow me anywhere I go.
That's awesome.
And I've just built from that where they've just sent me their family, their friends. And so when I ventured out on my own, I just carried them with me and build off of them. So I'm so thankful that the clients that have followed me everywhere continue to just show up for me and continue to support me and continue to send people.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So what do you do as far as beside, word of mouth, we know, but do you do any kind of marketing? Do you have a website?
I do have a website. Okay. I do have a website. I have Instagram. I have Facebook. And I just post on there. Yeah. Just like I'm talking to you right now, it's how I post on my feed. It's just like if it's you and me in there, That's awesome. That's how I post. And I think people can relate to that and can look at it and be like, oh, okay, she's targeting me. She's talking to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And where can they find you? What's your Facebook, your Instagram?
Oh, it's massagepiece.sa text .ttalk. Sorry, it's so long.
No, it's okay.
And then on there, you'll have my links in regards to like my Facebook page, my booking site.
All right, and we'll probably put all those.
We'll ask Matt to put it on the screen
up here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna point at different spots because I'm like he'll put it here or here, and he will make sure to put everything there. Okay. So we'll have it up here, all her links and everything, that you guys could follow her.
Thank you.
And then to schedule appointments with you, is that also through your website? Or
yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and if anybody ever has any questions before they want to book, they can always contact me through direct message or text me on my mobile.
Cool. So anything else that you want to ask?
I don't think so.
Anything you would like to add?
Anything you'd like to add or share?
No, I think I've covered a lot.
Yes. I think so too.
I'm very happy with everything that we've learned today because honestly,
me too. I learned a lot.
Again, lymphatic drainage. I thought it was what you just said that it's not. Because that's exactly what you see on all the fucking trends on social media.
Right.
Yeah. I definitely will want to book
a buckle.
Yes, the buckle. Yeah, and record that shit to see if I could, sit there without laughing.
I'm sure it'll be a relaxing environment.
I think so.
My husband now sees Claudia, and he's said, like, you're probably the best he's seen so far.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. See, so you heard it here.
You heard it here.
Tyler does have some good things to say sometimes.
That's funny.
He's in the He's in the doghouse right now.
Oh no! Yeah. What did he do?
Yeah. Yeah, well, at least on my side, he's in the doghouse. Yeah, Jackie probably not. No, because he booked the trip on their anniversary. So yeah, not for them together.
Oh dang!
No, not for that.
He booked a boy trip.
A boy trip. Yeah. For their anniversary. Exactly. So he's in the doghouse.
It's like, wow, happy anniversary. Peace out.
Yes. Right? Yeah. But I always talk shit. I'm like, it's not like you ever listen, Tyler. So, but yeah, so thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I enjoyed this. Yay, I'm glad. Thank you guys for watching. And don't think we forgot, but today, obviously, we were sponsored by Always Coffee. The address is going to be up here. Where they're at, but they're off Petrenko. Right now, they have their holiday drinks, and I got the Mary Cherry latte, I believe. And obviously, on Wednesdays, you get the little donut on top on your cold drinks, not the hot drinks. But
Unfortunately, it's okay. This tastes so good.
yeah,
I love
the
my
hot
cocoa.
Yeah, when she asked me for a cocoa, I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, I was like, "That's all you were getting?" She's like, "Yeah, it's for Christmas." I'm like, "Oh, okay, fine." I'm the one with the Christmassy drink, and then you got the
It is Christmas.
White mocha.
It's
white
cocoa.
mocha.
Mhm.
Yes,
And it was really good. I really finished it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good.
yes. So that's like my favorite. Before we even I actually brought in coffee here because I love it. I always go there. They're by my house.
Oh,
And it's a super cute trailer. It's a little horse trailer, and it's all pink.
I think I followed them once because
It's
I watched
always
your show
coffee.
and I listened to it, and then I think I went and I followed them.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
man, it's so.
I love. So I live on like the northeast side, and they are on the far west side. So for
Yeah.
me, if I wanted to go get a drink, it'd be a 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
So I rely on Cristal every Wednesday to bring me my
Yes.
my
So-
always coffee.
Yeah, so they decided to see like all their holiday drinks.
Oh,
It's super cute.
that is. I like the decoration.
If they had a
back there.
pop up, even if it was central,
So they
I'd be
do.
going.
They
They do.
every once in a while they have pop ups in different apartment complexes and stuff. And
Oh, wow.
I'll
that's
keep
cool.
up.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'll keep
they
up.
actually do. If you follow them on Instagram, it's always coffee SA, and they're open Wednesday through Thursday 8 to 1, and then Fridays 8 to 12, and then Saturday, they're either at that at their main location, which is 12995 Petranco Road, or they'll be at the whatever location they post for like that weekend. But they also do private events, so if you guys want to hire them.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Ooh, I'll consider y'all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's really cool. But yeah, that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you like our show, please share it. Please follow, subscribe, YouTube.
All of the good
all
stuff.
of the good stuff. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Bye.
for being here.
Yes,
Yes,
thank
thank you
you.
for having me again.
All right, bye.